Hello and welcome to Our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World Resorts in 2019. Today is day 33.
We woke up this morning and had plans for just kind of an easy day. We had done a lot of work the last several days and we wanted to give ourselves a little bit of a break. So we were taking it easy in the morning, and that is when we discovered something. We do not like pool view rooms because with the pool view comes the pool noise, especially once the rec team comes out and sets up their speakers and has music and games and trivia. It can be fun, I guess, if you have kids and maybe they're trying to sit out on the balcony and listen to the trivia and stuff, but we like a little peace and quiet. So pool view is definitely not for us. We discovered that today, but that's okay. We're not going to hang out in the room the whole day. We're actually going to go and explore this resort. Now, if you remember, we stayed at Kidani a couple weeks ago in a 3-bedroom grand villa, which was really cool. But Kidani Village is, while a part of Animal Kingdom Lodge, is still a separate building. And Jambo House is where the quick service is, and also Boma, the buffet, which we have eaten at before, but we've never stayed here. So we've never really explored the grounds or walked around much outside of just going to the restaurants and back to the buses or the car. So we decided to go out for a walk and just explore the grounds and see what we could find.
And we did find some fun stuff. So it's Animal Kingdom Lodge. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to go see the animals on the savannah. So we did spend some time out there just enjoying how peaceful it is and how quiet and calm the animals are. That's their home and they enjoy being there. And it's so much fun to see them. And we took lots of pictand and just enjoyed being out there. We also had a really enjoyable experience. A family came out and a little boy looked at his dad and went, "Is that a water buffalo?" And he said, "No, it's just a regular buffalo." And my first thought was, everybody's got a water buffalo. Yours is fast, but mine is slow.
And if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you've probably never watched VeggieTales.
And I'm sorry if that's now stuck in your head, so you're welcome. But we did enjoy being out there and just enjoying the peace and quiet and the tranquility and the nature, the animals. It was so much fun.
It was. And we did find a little hidden piece of tranquility there that I guess we can share here. It's fine. We'll tell her. So you won't tell anyone, right? We trust you. So when you're staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge, Jambo House, they do have their pool and hot tub area there, the main hot tub. But if you go wandering around a little bit further away from the main pool, there's actually another hot tub, and it's right there next to the savannah, a lot quieter than the one over there by the pool. It's a lot prettier because you've got a view. You can kind of see the savannah from the hot tub. So if you're staying there, go ahead and wander around a little bit, the pool area over on the side by the bar, and see if you can maybe find it.
Yeah, and we did actually take some really pretty pictures over there as well. The sun was coming through. We just enjoyed exploring the resort. We did head back inside and we got to see the wood carver, and he was doing such a great job. He's so talented. Just watching him, the skill he has. And while we were there was actually a little kid looked at him and went, "What happens if you mess up?" Because he's doing everything freehand, he's working.
And when he works fast.
He does.
He has this chisel, he's just do on the, it's
and you kind of wonder, like, are you
watch.
actually looking at what you're doing?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he's just done it so many times. He's just very skilled. And he responded and said, "If I mess up, it becomes something else." I thought that was very appropriate for so many things in life, honestly. Like, you have to change courses.
Look at the guy over here carving canes and walking sticks at Animal Kingdom Lodge, giving us life advice.
I know, I just loved that.
It's like Rafiki. That's what it is. That's what it reminds me of. It's Rafiki.
Yes.
We met Rafiki in real life. That's what it is.
I love it. And we also actually got to meet Kingpin in real life as well.
Kingpin is someone who has been at Animal Kingdom Lodge for years. He is a cast member, and he comes out with his special magic bag of pins, and he has a walking stick that's covered in pins, and I love pins, so obviously that caught my attention.
Yes.
And he comes out at random times throughout the day to trade pins with the guests. And I will say, if you ever see him over there by the gift shop, you'll recognize him immediately by the big stick he's carrying covered in pins. You've got to go over there and trade a few pins with him because he has some awesome pins in his bag. And he has a few magic tricks up his sleeve too that may help you find what you're looking for if you're looking for a specific type of pin.
There were actually some girls in front of us who traded, and he magically had some ones that they were looking for. It was really cool. He just magically pulled it out of his bag, and they just loved it because there were characters that they were specifically looking for, and he somehow found them for them. So it's just really enjoyable to interact with him, to talk with him. He's so much fun. He clearly loves what he does, and he's such a sweetheart. From there, we did continue exploring, and this time we went through the hallways, and that's when we found hidden Mickeys in the carpet. And quite frankly, had we not been staring at our feet, which I'm not sure why we were, we wouldn't have seen them because they are so well hidden, you just wouldn't notice them otherwise. But through both different types of carpet, there were hidden Mickeys in both. And I just thought that was so cool.
I like it when you find hidden Mickeys in the flooring and the carpet because it's just one thing that most people don't ever really look at. Except I feel like kids look at the floor a little more often, so they may be more likely to see them.
They're closer to the ground, it's easier.
That's true. But I like that they put those details in there when you're just going to walk on it. Like, there's no reason to do that, and yet they take the time to do it. So while we were wandering the halls, we made our way up to the 5th floor, which is where the bridge is that goes from one side of the lobby to the other side of the lobby. And I just wanted to go check it out and see what's up with this bridge. It's literally just a bridge to connect you from one side of the lobby to the other side of the lobby on that floor. It's really cool. And we went out there, stood on the bridge, looked around, got to look down into the lobby. We looked out and could see the savannah out the big windows. And when we turned around to look towards the doors on the other side of the building, we looked up. And if you look up, you'll see club level there at Animal Kingdom Lodge. It's the club level lounge. So there's some tables and chairs and food, things like that. But there's also a big TV on the wall where they often have movies playing all the time for kids to sit there and watch if they're in the lounge.
Or adults.
Or adults too, yeah. But at this time, it was not playing what we expected it to be playing. We thought, you're at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Maybe they're playing Lion King or something like that. They were playing a movie that had a lion.
With animals.
With animals. But it was not a Disney movie. They were watching Madagascar. And we thought that was hilarious, that they were playing a non-Disney movie in the club level lounge at a Disney resort. Now, I don't know, maybe Disney owns Madagascar now? I'm not sure if they're part of the...
didn't at the time.
I don't know if they were part of the Fox deal or not, but they definitely didn't at the time. And so we found that absolutely hilarious. And that's the kind of things that we take joy in.
There are a lot of Disney movies to choose from. I feel like you don't need to go outside the Disney realm to look for movies. But yes, we both found that quite amusing. At this point, we did go back to our room. We wanted to prep a little bit because we were going to Sanaa for dinner. Now, Sanaa is at Kidani Village. It is not over here at Jambo House, so you can either take the shuttle, drive, or you can walk. And we personally love the walk. It's very peaceful. Very few people walk in between the resorts, so you have this very quiet, peaceful, very natural pathway, and it's just really enjoyable because you're the only ones out there. And so we could just take pictures and take our time.
And also, we kind of are supposed to walk because we've made this commitment to try and keep healthy as much as possible, and also we have that half marathon looming in just a couple weeks, so we thought at least we could walk between the resorts instead of taking the shuttle or driving, so we decided to take the walking path. So we kicked things off with a couple appetizers. First and foremost, we got the bread service. Now, if you do go to Sanaa, you must order the bread service. It is so good. It is 4 different pitas there that come with 9 different sauces you can sample. Of course, you'll probably have your favorites like we do and wind up eating all of that one and have to ask for more, but that's okay. So the bread service is just a great experience. It's fully immersive because they come out and explain all the different sauces and the different pitas and get to combine all the flavors. It's just really, really good.
And it's a lot of fun too. You kind of learn which combinations you like, and so it's a really enjoyable conversation starter, honestly, because you're like, oh, I like this one. Oh, okay, I'll try that one. Oh, I don't like this one. Try it with this one instead. It's very enjoyable. It's a lot of fun. And pro tip, you can actually order more pitas. It does cost a little bit, but it's not very expensive because we tend to run out of the pitas because we go through them so quickly. But then you still have all that sauce, and we don't want to waste that. That's ridiculous.
Exactly. You got to get extra pitas. And in this case, we did not get extra pitas. We got an extra appetizer instead. We got the trio of wood-fired meats that had lamb and sausage and also pork. And Alyssa was happy because it had lamb. I was happy because it had pork. I love
lamb.
So it was a very, very good trio to start things off. So we had a lot of really great food just in the appetizers, which, by the way, were very filling. So then we got our dinner where we both got the bowl that you can choose your rice and then choose your vegetables and then choose your meat. I chose the beef and you chose the chicken, which is pretty typical for when we go out to eat. In this case, though, I actually liked her chicken better and she liked my beef better, so we just kind of traded bowls.
Naturally. That's just the best way to solve that problem.
I think it worked out really well, but we didn't even eat much of our entrees there because we'd had so much food with the appetizers. Good news is that reheats really, really well, so we now have leftovers for another meal. Then we moved on to dessert, and dessert is so good here at Sanaa. Honestly, everything is good here at Sanaa. Alyssa had to get her triple chocolate mousse cake. We've been to Sanaa before. We know this is a great dessert. It has delicious layers of chocolate in there, all whipped up in a nice mousse texture.
It's not very heavy. It's a really nice way to end the meal. Of course, it tastes amazing. And I made sure to save room for dessert on this one because, like you said, we had a lot of food when it came to the appetizers. Then our entrees came out. We really didn't eat a lot of this. It was more sampling than anything. But again, we know we can reheat it. We're totally fine there. So we set that aside, and I saved room for dessert because it was so good.
I also saved room for dessert. I got the candy bar, and it's not, a pre-wrapped candy bar. They make this candy bar with coconut and cashews and all kinds of other stuff, pistachios and things. It's very, very, very good. And also, coconut Alyssa doesn't eat. And I get to eat all of it by myself, which I don't think even this day, if she wanted to try my dessert, she would have because she was so happy with her mousse. But I hedged my bets a little bit with that coconut dessert, just in case she wanted it. Oh, this has coconut. You probably won't like it.
No, I won't even try it. But I will say, I was not sharing my dessert either. So
that's true.
All bets were off in this one. He got his dessert, I got mine. There was no sharing. We just take the pictures and we each eat our own. Once we were finished with our dessert, we did get our entrees boxed up and ready to go. And then we proceeded to walk back over to Jambo House to get to our room. The pathway is lit at night, so even though it was dark, we were still able to find our way. And there are signs, so you really can't get lost. And as long as you follow the signs, you're good to get back to where you're supposed to be. So we got back very full, but happy full because we had a very, very good meal. We love Sanaa. Highly recommend eating there if you ever get the chance. And that was the end of our day today. So we will see you tomorrow
for our Year with the Ears.